Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm actually recording over the audio that I already had done, so my hand movements might not make sense, or they might, I don't know. But this is my latest sketchbook tour, well actually until I upload the other one, but this one is December 2020 to June 2021. I'm really behind on recording videos because I got a puppy, it's a whole thing. So here I'm just talking about how I decorate my cover with stickers. And then I accidentally put my phone number in the book, so I had to like cut it right there. This is an old drawing. I did basically a redrawing of this old drawing, and if I found the old drawing, it will appear here. If not, then you just get to look at the new one. Here's some more doodles that I've done. That on the left side there is the nesting doll Daruma doll set that I made for my boyfriend for Christmas in 2020. This is my Bob's Burger Boss, like I think I ended up, I was making an NES cartridge, which they're available on my web shop. I will link it below. They're fake, there's no game in it, but I made a really fun label, and then I also made a larger sticker, which is what I was saying here. And the sticker has a couple more characters. I actually think the mustard is on there as well. That was a stocking idea I had for my boyfriend. He likes Godzilla. And I bought these blank stockings. I was going to do it on the channel. Unfortunately, I never got to it that year. Maybe I'll do it this year. I don't know. This is my stocking idea. I love Bob's Burgers. I love Bless the Hearts. And I wanted to mash them up together. But it didn't happen. Hopefully I can do it, but it just didn't happen. Here's a couple more just random doodles. I think I was looking at reference, just seeing what I could put on the page. Oh, and I was talking about how that guy was from Nancy Drew, inspired from Nancy Drew, or something on the wall in the Nancy Drew show. Here's some more doodles. I was experimenting with Caran d'Ache crayon, which is what that bird is in. And then, of course, I love to draw dogs. This is more Caran d'Ache crayon. It's a wax oil-based crayon. I really like it. It tends to be very waxy, so I put the tracing paper in between just so that I didn't accidentally like mush the color together, but it's pretty great. This was some sketches for a collab I actually did with Real Life Candle Co., which I will link her below. She does great candles, and I did a magnet for her box, which ended up being the I Only Have Fries for You. The What Incarnation never came to fruition, but it was a Bob's Burger theme box. I'm sure it'll come back around. This is the nesting doll set reference I made for when I painted the Willy's Wonderland nesting dolls. Each character is behind another, so it's still a 6 nesting doll set. 6? No, 5. 5 nesting doll set, but with all the characters. I left off the last one because it was too little. And there's more Willy's Wonderland. That was a commission for a Harry Potter nesting doll set, so I kind of just sketched it out and got ready. It came out really cute. Oh, I was definitely watching WandaVision because there is my favorite Pietro. And then, of course, just some other doodles. Yeah, WandaVision, I was pointing that out. I was practicing here, drawing faces and different expressions, which I was continuing to do. And, of course, here's more Nancy Drew. These are some of the characters from the show. Just more Nancy Drew characters, dog, you know. Oh, What We Do in the Shadows. Reaper, the 2 gentlemen, Sock and Sam from Reaper. I guess when I get bored, I just doodle anything. Oh, here we're moving into Mascot March. This was the first year I did Mascot March. It was 2021, obviously. And I wanted to do some really... I was going to start it in my sketchbook and just do like a whole page of each, and then I ended up just drawing them on cards, which they're actually, I think I still have some of them available. Maybe not all, I'm not sure how many. I'll link that below as well. And I even have a bunch from this year as well, Mascot March, which this was the 2nd year in a row we did it. Next year is going to be even better. I'll have 2 lists next year. We'll do a mashup list as well as a character list. And it will not include weekends. So that's a bonus. More Mascot March. I love, in case you don't know, I love the Rockafire Explosion, so I was really excited to throw them in there, even though most people didn't know what they were. Oh, there was some sketches I did for a Velma commission I got. Some more Mascot March doodles. A lot of people didn't know the Wise Owl either. I thought that was interesting. So here is an idea for a painting I want to put in our arcade room. I didn't end up finishing it yet, but I basically want to draw a bunch of characters at Tappers with a bunch of different, you know, like little Easter eggs and stuff. Basically, I just love games and Nintendo. On the left is some doodles I did for my friend. We did a pet portrait exchange. Our dogs had both passed away that year or the year before, and she wanted a cartoon version of her dog that had passed. So that was what I did. It came out beautiful. I'll put a finished copy on the screen here. It was great. It was one of my favorite pet portraits that I've done, probably because it was more in my style than just, you know, a traditional pet portrait. Not that that's not my style, but more cartoony. Here I was practicing just doodles and perspective in spaces. I was trying to figure out, like, it didn't really work on the bottom there, but I was trying. This is amazing. This is an idea that I'm still working on for this great mashup between Ronald McDonald as M. Bison or Mick Bison versus Bob Belcher as Zangief or Bob Geef in Street Burger. And I actually have keychains and stickers I made of that Bob Geef character. I will link that below as well. This is the Motu Drawing Challenge prompt for He-Man versus Skeletor. I really, really love the way that those colored pencils work. That was Derwent colored pencils. They work so nice in this book. This is an Illo Sketchbook, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. More Caran-d'Ache crayon. Those were those food fighters from the 80s. They were so fun. I love those toys. Here we're moving into Disneyland Day, where every day was a different part of Disneyland. The prompt list was by my friend, Bin Better Comics. I'll link his Twitter and his Instagram if I can. But I pulled from the Super Fight 80s deck every day, which is what I was saying here. And it just, some of them just synced up really well. So obviously Macho Man Randy Savage went with breakfast and so on and so forth. Some of these just came out so good. And I want to color them all, but I thought it might be more fun because the sketches are really like animated. I thought it would be fun to make a coloring book. I don't know if anyone would be interested in something like that, but if you are, let me know down in the comments. It's definitely something I'm thinking about. And in my next sketchbook tour, I actually have the continuation. I loved this project so much. I ended up doing a day at DCA, which was, you know, Disney's California Adventure, and I pulled from the 90s Super Fight deck. So stay tuned for that video so you can see those. But I think I'll make either a large coloring book or just one for each one. Oh, and I was pointing out that Garbage Pail Kid one. That's my most popular. I made a magnet of that. Matter of fact, I'll link below. I did do final stickers and things from some of these, and I'll just link that below as well so you can kind of see. And if there's anything you like, you can purchase it from my merch store, including a Dirk the Daring pin. I love him. I don't know if anyone has ever played Dragon's Lair, but it was awesome. It was hard, but it was awesome. I did get a lot of grief about not putting Pee Wee Herman's droid character in the drawing. That will be rectified when I make the coloring book, I promise. I love the Duck Hunt dog. He's my favorite. I had to put him in there with those. That was great. That was my favorite. Oh, so this Beetlejuice one I was going to do of all the characters on the tram, which is what I'm saying right there. But I just kind of got like, no, it should stay in the same vein as the other one. So I threw his, you know, family, the Dietz, Lydia and the, I can't remember their names, but I threw them all in the back. The next page was starting of June Toon. I ended up, I think, doing one or two, and then I stopped. The page on the left is an old comic that I used to do when I was in LIU Southampton. I did a comic for the newspaper. It was called Dorm Days, and those are my two main characters. If I have an old drawing of them, I'll put it up here. I might. Just so you can see how much I've grown. We'll call it a glow up. Some more doodles. That on the left is also another old drawing I did. I don't remember. It was for a prompt like a long time ago for like Friday Night Art Dorks or something. That's an old character that I did in college. Oh, here's where... So, okay, so that's the NES idea that I had, where I would make the cartridge and then do something in the middle. I'm talking about the other page, but it's not important. The NES cartridge is more important. I still plan to do those. I have these really great shadow boxes. I just haven't had the time, but it's on my bucket list. So, yeah, I'm hoping to do some of those. But I do have the NES cartridges just for sale without because they'll be pretty pricey. I think I'm going to clay and do all crazy stuff. So, more doodles. That was an ornament that I was drawing that I got last year, or in 2021, I got that ornament. And then that was an idea for an illustration for my friend's daughter. I just never got to it. More doodles. Apparently I was on a McDonald's kick and I wasn't even eating McDonald's. I love Matt Smith. So there's a little Matt Smith. Oh, Nick Frost. Yeah, that was from a new show. I don't remember the name of the show. I didn't watch it. I just saw the preview. Oh, and then of course there's Mitch, or H. John Benjamin from Camp Firewood, which was Wet Hot American Summer. These are more old drawings that I just redrew. I think I was trying to fill up pages because I was like just ready to move on to a new book. That's also an old drawing, and let me tell you, that kid's expression is hilarious. In the original drawing, I did not get that well of an expression, so I was pretty proud of that. Oh, I had just watched Sleepaway Camp, I think, for like the first time, either in years, or I think I'd only seen bits and pieces of it because my grandma owned a video store when I was a kid. These are some sketches I did for my best friend. She got married in Key West, so I did a Key West themed painting, which I'm going to try to link on the screen here. And then also I did a painting for her son. He loves Goodnight Moon, so I also did a Goodnight Moon painting for him as well. I'll link them here so you can see, or I'll bring them up so you can see them. Really, this is kind of the end of the video. We're at the bottom here, or at the end of the book. So I want to thank you for coming along again. Stay tuned for the next one that I have because I'm behind. And I'll see you back at the drawing board.